Incredible news from Candace Owens. She has apparently uncovered concrete proof and evidence that TikTokers or micro-influencers have been paid by the likes of Israeli conglomerates and organizations, including some pastors, to make anti-Candace and anti-Tucker videos. And obviously, if you guys saw the video that I made yesterday talking about how Candace is now also bribing people to come forward, money talks, right? There's one thing that people will follow a lot, and that is the almighty dollar. If they've got no conscience or no sense of direction, they will go straight for the money. And these people that came forward, one of them, she doesn't even want to reveal her name or even show any of the concrete evidence. The other one in particular basically just showed an email, which that email is quite interesting. We'll get into that in just a moment. But according to Candace, this is concrete evidence that these Israeli conglomerates and organizations are going out there, finding these micro-influencers and asking them, hey, can you please say something negative about Candace Owens? It would be on the lines of, they'll give them a script, be on the lines of, Candy Owens is anti-Semitic. Also, why is she appearing on Iranian state TV? You know, and according to Candace Owens, she couldn't show this college student that was apparently reached out to by an Israeli organization and paid anywhere upwards of $1,000 to $5,000 to make these videos. Now, that's a lot of money to make a anti-Candace and anti-Tucker video where I would do it for free. Seriously, I've been doing quite a few anti-Candace and anti-Tucker videos and pointing them out on their utter lies. And here's the thing, right? Here's what's amazing to me. You are bribing people with $10,000 and you're saying there are no strings attached whatsoever. We won't question you. We won't ask you further. And in today's day and age, whereby you have AI, you can literally make anything. You can create fake emails. You can create fake websites. You can create so many fake things. If you do not actually verify such things as being facts, you can also check out, like, as if these Israeli organizations wouldn't know that her actual name is not Candace Owen, it's Candace Owens. As if you would have gone, why have they just said Owen? Candace Owen. Why not Owens? Could that be a typo? It seems to me that these people are not entirely real. And honestly, if you are so adamant that these people are being paid off by Israeli organizations, why bribe them with $10,000? Of course, someone is going to come forward. Of course, that's bound to happen because they want $10,000. And I was also thinking about this as well. What if more than one person comes forward? What if you had 10 people come forward and say, Candace, here you go. I have been given undeniable evidence. Here's an email for you. Here's some bank statements, which, by the way, she doesn't even show, which you can actually redact certain bits of information and actually, you know, you can create fake stuff. So how in the world are you going to prove it, to be honest? But she's going concrete evidence. She doesn't show any of it during her live stream. And believe you me, I checked. Have a watch of this.
Hello, blank. We are happy to bring you on as our influencer to share the same vision that we all share and to open the eyes of those individuals to such hypocrisy. There was a lot of misleading information being fed to us, the people, from podcasters such as Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. We would love to pay you up to $5,000 to just make a video regarding the false narrative that Candace Owens is spreading. Key points to bring up. Maybe the showing off the Iran Candace Owens post on their TV networks, which is what they were all doing. Candace recently featured in Iranian state TV. Like, suddenly I'm supposed to believe that all these college kids on TikTok are watching Iranian state news. Like, they all were like, oh my God, I just saw Candace. I know this person's speaking Farsi, and I can't read Farsi or understand Farsi, but like, she's on Iranian state news. It's a bridge too far. They were all doing this exact same thing. So key points to bring up: that she was on Iranian state news, TV networks, possibly that she has a secret lover, and at the end of the day is an anti-Semite. That being an anti-Semite is the least of her concerns. Please forward your Cash App tag along with your TikTok username. Once the video is posted, we will submit the Cash App payment amount. It depends on the information that is found. Thank you for your time. Any further questions, please forward this email. Thank you. So I looked at this and I'm like, okay, we need to further prod this. And she's getting a little bit of cold feet, but she sent us her Cash App and showed us some payments. And I was like, before we reveal all of this, I want to make sure that this girl is comfortable. But this looks like there are networks that are going out and it's broken apart. So if you are a pastor, you might have this center of alliance sending it to you. That pastor we showed you on stage could have had Eagle sending it to him. And they've all potentially taken you on trips, done things for you. And they're asking you to just like, hey, remember us? That trip was about nothing other than alliance, but like this is getting, Tucker and Candace are getting a little bit crazy. Could you say something? And on the micro-influencer side, we are getting proof that it looks coordinated, similarly coordinated, and they are being handed a script. And this young woman said to me, look, I'm a broke college student. I don't really care one way or the other. And that is what stood out to me, is that there were so many videos from people who don't speak about politics, trying to make us believe that they're watching Iranian state news. And again, attaching Tucker and Candace together, which makes no sense. We don't work together. I support Tucker, and like everyone else in the world, I covered that interview because it was astounding, and it was...
So here is a email from the Center of Jewish Christian Understanding and Cooperation. So according to Candace, she received this email, and by the way, the email addresses have been redacted and the time that it was sent, which is also interesting to me. Certain other things have been redacted as well, which again is very suspicious to me. If it was actually real, then why in the world are you redacting this? If you really want to expose these people, wouldn't you just share it with everybody? I don't know. But the email goes, I hope this message finds you well. At the Center for Jewish Christian Understanding and Cooperation, we've always believed that the strength of our communities lies in how we show up for one another, especially in difficult times. That's why we're reaching out. So apparently this is towards a particular pastor, and has been asking this particular pastor, apparently, if you're open to it and willing to share a recording or summary of your message, we'd like to offer a small gesture of support, a donation of $2,500 in Bitcoin to your congregation. No strings attached, just an expression of thanks and solidarity. And apparently this was with respect and blessing, Rabbi Shmolo Riskin, founder of CJCUC, which is a long-as acronym if you ask me. Try to say that a number of times. But once again, I am very suspicious about this entirely. So Candace Owens has gone from actually saying, well, people are coming after me because they're attacking me because I'm speaking the truth. Now they're apparently attacking me because they're getting paid to attack me. I said this in my video yesterday. I have not seen an absolute dime for my videos against Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. I'm like, I must have missed the memo here. They must have missed my podcast. I mean, I'm not hard to find, and I come up quite regularly. My videos get decent amounts of views. So why haven't I been contacted? I feel a little bit left out here. Not that I would take the money at all, but these people that supposedly took the money from these corporations, these influencers taking this money, then all of a sudden they miraculously admit to Candace Owens, indeed, just to Candace Owens, not the world, to Candace Owens. They haven't made a separate video at all. What? Oh, no. What's going to happen about that? They've decided to go straight to Candace Owens after she's come out and offered $10,000. Interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to bribe you to release information that I want. You give me the information. It's like the police, or in like one of those moments of a crime thing when you have someone that basically lies to the police so the police can use his testimony on the stand to stick somebody they don't actually like. They've got to get someone on a crime. They don't have anyone at the moment, so they've come up with a fake witness. They put out like a bounty. Sometimes it might not even be a bounty. It'll just be like, we'll catch you and we've got something on you. We're going to make something stick because we're the police. We're corrupt. That's what it looks like with Candace Owens. It looks like she has got nothing at all. And so she's going to make up this incredible story, and all credit to her. She's making up a very incredible story. If there are people out there that are being paid, first and foremost, shame on you for taking the money, if that is even the case. But secondly, wow. You have to go that far, do you? There's a lot of people online that are calling out Candace Owens. Not one of them that I know of are receiving a cent from any Jewish conglomerate. Wouldn't it make more sense for these organizations to go to these bigger people, these medium-sized people, and say, hey, here is $5,000. All you have to do is say something negative about Candace Owens. Just one sentence. Here's $5,000 for doing that. Wouldn't that be a much better use of their money? Rather than just going to an influencer with not even 4,000 followers, if that. Not many people know Candace Owens. But apparently it's only maybe one or two people, according to Candace Owens. She doesn't know how big this actually is. And to be honest, like, she's clutching at straws by the looks of things. I haven't seen any concrete evidence at all. I watched the live stream that she did, thinking maybe she does have concrete evidence. Lo and behold, no concrete evidence. And again, you've got to be very, very careful in today's day and age when you've got a track record of lying, and then also you've got AI that can make literally anything these days. Unless you know for fact that something is real or not, far out. You've got to be extremely careful. And someone asked Grok, how do a micro-influencer get a gig like the claim in the original post, according to Candace Owens? All right, you want to get skinny on snaggling a gig to sling mud at Candace and Tucker, huh? Picture this. Some shady politico with a fat wallet slides in your DMs whispering, hey, kid, want to make a quick grand for a TikTok hit piece? You're a micro-influencer barely scraping 10K followers, and suddenly you're the chosen one for this cloak and dagger crap. Agencies might hook you up. Big shots like Village Marketing are swimming in campaign cash. Or maybe you're just loud enough on X for some operative to notice. But let's be real, 1,000 to 5,000 to bash someone, that's premium pay for a nobody. Sounds like a fantasy. But if it is real, you need a niche crowd and zero sculptures. No proof this gig exists, though. Candace's bounty is still unclaimed. Even AI can't actually verify the claim from Candace Owens. Now, if AI, which scours the internet for literally everything, if they can't verify a claim, why is it that Candace Owens is the only one that can verify the claim? Where are these other influencers, I wonder? Where are they exactly? And obviously, loads of people are going, please connect me with whoever's funding your smear campaign. I've been doing it for free just because you're always wrong. Yeah, right. Maybe people just think you're a fraud, Candace, because you are. Concrete proof? Laughing. You have never provided concrete proof for anything because you make it all up. Anyone criticizing me, this is Candace Owens' parody account. Anyone criticizing me for acting crazy is obviously getting paid. Yes, indeed. What? I could have gotten paid. I wrote my post about your Zionism question on Piers Morgan this morning for free. Candace Owens, can you send me a DM with your concrete proof so I know who to contact? And everyone's going, may we see this concrete proof? Where is it? This is apparently shocking. If Zionism is so inherently moral, why does it require so much lying and deception? Gee, that is a very ironic question. I would pose the exact same question, just remove Zionism and just place Candace Owens. If Candace Owens is so inherently moral, which she claims to be a lot of the time, and that she's right about everything, why does she require so much lying and deception to get what she wants? Gee, that seems like funny. Here's a meme for you all, because I love memes. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Seem to have missed out, actually. Here's Sean Farash. Apparently, Candace Owens was accusing Sean of being paid by these by these organizations, right? And Sean has gone, Candace Owens to our troops, get dishonorably discharged instead of following orders that they don't like. There's no defending this. And because Candace went on a spree about that, accused him of attacking her because he's apparently getting paid, which is not. He goes, Candace Owens is now implying that I am paid to post about her. I'm not. Because, of course, nobody would ever dare question the infallible Candace Owens, right? Yes, we can't possibly question Candace Owens because Candace Owens is always right. Huh? How about that? Couldn't it just be that people were starting to wake up and realize you're a fraud? Maybe there's that. Or could it be that she told members of our military to get dishonorably discharged? I raised awareness and the 4.6 million views and subsequent backlash got under her skin. Candy, I post about you for no incentive other than exposing you for the fraud that you are. And it's working. How about that? It's as if Israel is living rent-free in Candy Owens' head and she's sick of it. So she's going to have to come up with a lot of these crazy stories to try and prove her point. Sean also goes, for the record, I don't think Candace Owens is paid to be the way she is. I think she's just genuinely a jackass. Thank you for paying attention to this matter. I have to agree. I don't think I have stated, maybe you guys can check out some of my other videos about this, but I don't think I've stated that Candace Owens is being paid. I think Tucker Carlson, on the other hand, seems more accurate because apparently his media company is financed by a Qatar company. So that seems more likely in terms of bias. But I think Candy Owens really loves to do it for clout. She's a clout chaser. And she also, number one, loves to lie because it gets her lots of clicks. She's rigged the provocative sphere, just like Piers Morgan has. Loads of people do it. And when you call them out on their nonsense and for not telling the truth, they get defensive. She's a narcissist. She's a psychopath. It's quite clear she can't handle the truth. Even when it's slapping her right in the face, she can't handle it. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.